Hello and welcome to the 8th video in the 5-minute poker coaching series. My name is Sky Matsuhashi with Smart Poker Study. In today's video, I'm going to help Mr. Ballster plug the leak of calling and losing on the river. Let's do it. Alright, so we've got Mr. Ballster's database of 50,000 hands. We can see he's down $55 and negative 1.3 big blinds per 100 hands. He has quite a bit of work to do, but here's what I found while going through his database. His opportunity is I lose money when I call with inferior hands on the river. Now let me show you how I came to that. Under more filters, river calls, any call right here. But you can see all these various different calls that you can make and versus different types of bets, right? I'll run this one first. 413 minus $41. This is 80% of his $50 in losses right here. Now, specifically, the most egregious out of these is his call river donk bet. I ran all those various filters I just showed you and recorded the numbers. Calling the donk bet, it's only 22 hands, which is 5% of his total calls made. But that losing $14 is actually 34% of his total losses of $41 when making river calls. He needs to review these facing a donk bet hands. Now, whoops, let's go back to this. When you face a donk bet, right, that means you c-bet the turn and then they let out on the river. They do this because they hit their draw and they want a value, or they let you bet on the flop and turn and they want a value, or it's occasionally a bluff, right? This is what I want you to do, Mr. Ballster, a sticky note for your computer. Before every post-flop call, especially the river, but before any call, ask yourself, what's he betting or raising that I beat? The answer to this question will guide you to the correct action. You want to utilize their sizing, tendencies, and the river card to determine their likely hand strength. Now let's look at some hands here. First up, pocket queens, a raise and a call. I don't like the call, should have 3-bet there. 4-3-3 on the flop. Villain check, bet, and he just calls, cutoff folds, okay. On the river, jack of clubs, things are getting wetter. You still have a very good hand though, pocket queens. You bet 3/4 pot and he just calls. Look at that player. He's an 88-6 player. Very loose passive, loves to call pre-flop, probably on the flop, turn, and river as well. Loves to call, remember that. The 7 of clubs come, bam, it completes a 5-6 for a straight, completes the flush draw. There's full houses available because the pair is out there. All you have is a pair of queens. This super loose passive villain is betting all in for over pot. This is a fold in my book, but you decide to call and he has the pocket fours for the flopped full house. So when you ask yourself, what is he betting or raising here that I beat? I really don't think this player is betting or raising anything that you beat. He's super loose passive right here. Now let's look at another hand. The ace jack, a raise and a 3-bet. I love the 3-bet, love it. Top pair, top kicker, things are looking good. Wide check, you've got to go for value, right? This guy's got a really wide range. He's a 71-34 and called your 3-bet. Gotta bet here. Now he donk leads and then you come out for the raise. Okay, not the bad play, but I would have preferred the c-bet on the flop for value. Now the 9 of spades comes. 3 to the flush, 4 to the straight on the board. All you have is top pair, top kicker. 2 pairs beat you, sets beat you, straights and flushes all beat you. He leads out for a full pot-sized bet, and he's all in right here. Now, what is this player betting that you currently beat? Is he betting a random 9 that just now hit? King 9? I doubt it. Is he betting a queen jack or a king jack? Maybe, but he might be making like a half pot bet with those, or maybe even a 1/4 pot, kind of a blocking bet testing you out with his top pair hand. I don't think he is betting here for full pot, all in with anything that you beat. You call and he ends up having the a7 for the backdoor flush. Not a good situation at all. So make sure you use that sticky note, Mr. Ballster. Now, for your purposeful play, over the next 2 weeks, ask and answer this question before every post-flop call. What is he betting or raising that I beat? The goal is to call when you are ahead or fold when you're behind and when a raise won't steal the pot. Raise for value if they can call with worse. And of course, tag each river calling hand for off the felt review. And then finally, purposeful study is that off the felt review. Review river calls and lost hands prior to each play session. Do this as your warm up to prepare yourself for making better river decisions when you're facing bets. So this is a good warm up for you. As you're reviewing, also do some turn, call, and lost hands and find mistakes and work to not repeat those mistakes in your next session. Oh, and before I forget, please subscribe to this channel right here and ding the bell for notifications of every new video that hits the airwaves. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, and an extra big thanks to Mr. Ballster for opening up their database to us. I hope you use what I showed you today to improve your game. Click either one of these videos to watch more in the series, and if you want me to be your coach, visit smartpokerstudy.com/coaching.